You dropped your debut album the same day 50 dropped Get Rich or Die Trying. And 50, we know what that is.
Phil whooped everybody ass that year, man. He was an ass whooping machine. I got a lot of love for Phil, man. I tell him every time I see him, he let me when I was on the down. Phil, I think I made maybe 10 grand for a show. I had to go to Europe. Yayo was always kind to me. Shouts out to Buck and Banks too. But Phil let me open for a show, and I made some money. I really appreciate him because I really needed it at the time. But let me tell you something, boy. You kicked everybody's ass. Oh man, you whooped so much ass. I just remember looking at the Billboard charts and looking at myself fall like, damn. And every week you sell a quarter million. Boom, boom, boom. But what I really love about it is I still went gold.
Yeah.
And I was proud for that. But I learned to don't confine yourself to gold and platinum. Don't confine yourself to what's good enough.
Because that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, why didn't you get discouraged? You could man, this man did came out, he jumped out the box, did 10 million, he diamond, and here I am, I'm gold, which is good, but that ain't.
Because you got drafted 192 in the 7th round.
Yep.
And you're in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
And you got a ring.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why. Because all I need is the opportunity.
Right.
You went to Savannah State.
Correct.
You didn't go to UGA.
Nope.
You know, you didn't go to Georgia Tech.
Right.
You went to Savannah State. You didn't go to Bama. You didn't go to Tennessee. You went to Savannah State.
So in other words, you know what? I'm not judging my success by somebody else's. No. I'm Michael.
I'm here, baby. Y'all let me in. I'm gonna stick around for a while.
Right.
See, when I asked God for a long career, I didn't understand the perils that came with it. I just know I asked Lord, I said, I want a career like Bun B. I want a career like Scarface. But I didn't understand that a 20-year career, you're gonna take some ups, you're gonna take some downs.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't understand that the highs and lows, and you're gonna learn as much in the valley as you enjoy seeing the peak. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful to still be in a room and have 50 Cent acknowledge me and I acknowledge him and me again say, hey man, thank you for that show years ago. You don't know, it kept me going another couple months. I really appreciate that. I'm thankful to watch you because his first attempts at doing film and television didn't just take right off, but I saw him not quit. So I've learned from him. You know, as much. And I'm just a student, man, and I'm an appreciator of, you know, even people who I might not agree with me, I still appreciate you. I still learn from you. But fifth, man, that year, I just got to say, man, you whooped ass. You whooped ass, Bubba. And shouts out to you, Dre, and them, you know?
Independent.
Oh, and I got to give shouts to the Game, too.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to mention that. Game was early in my career, man. He was on the West Coast. Game's one of the best rappers ever. And he, I never forget, they had Vibe magazine had us do like a call one of your homeboys who wrap up and tell them you just got a flat tire.
Right.
And I would call I said, "Hey man, I'm out here on such. I'm in a so I forgot what street neighborhood I said I'm in. I said, man, but I'm fucked up. He was on his way to buy a Bentley. He told whoever, he said, hey man, stop the car. He said, kids, don't get out the car, man. Turn around for to come get you now. I said, no, we just joking. But I gotta appreciate the Game too. As a member of G Unit, he was definitely a friend and just one of the raw. G Unit just had a trunk type crew, man. So shouts out.
Major versus independent.
Yeah.
I hear Stephanie Mills, I think she's going on tour with Patti LaBelle, Shaka Khan.
Somebody saw that show, they told me about it.
And they asked Stephanie Mills and she said, if I knew then what I know now, I would do it independently.
Yeah.
She said, because basically a major record company, they're marketing.
Yeah.
But I know what I'm worth, I know what I want to sell. If I sell this many, I get that. If I sell that many, I get this. Break down, you've been at this thing 3 decades.
Yeah.
Break it down. Major record label, independent. Pros, cons for both.
Well, I mean, a major label, man, you're in a major.
You got that engine.
Yep, and they really believe in you on a major way. But man, I'm in the NFL. I don't give a damn if I'm playing for the New York Giants or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm in the NFL.
I'm in the NFL.
I'm in the NFL, baby. Like so, I have had a better relationship working as an indie with a smaller indie that's backed by a major in Loma Vista. Being able to work with Loma Vista, who's parented by Concord, now that I understand fully who I am, now that me and Will have been through the pure independence of SMC, now that I've turned down a major in Virgin, when Jermaine was the head over there, and I've been on a major with Columbia and Electra before, I think I found a middle ground in where I'm independent enough to know when I need some major help.
Right.
Okay. And I think that really is it, because if you can go through the roof, you're gonna need some extra fuel on that fire, and that's what they help you, and there's nothing wrong with that. But Andy Young said to me, I don't understand why you young guys don't just buy a house you can afford, get a couple of nice cars, because I know you like nice cars, and just be satisfied. Beyond major or independent, one of the best things you could do, now I've encouraged a lot of artists and athletes to do this, is find you a house in the South. Find you a house in Atlanta, Savannah, Nashville, Chattanooga, Charlotte. Find you a house. Send your mama, your baby mama, whoever there, and buy it outright. And you don't need every car. Get you a couple, you want something fancy, get you a couple German cars or whatever, get you a pickup truck, get you one German car, and just stack everything for the first 4 or 5 years. Put your money in the S&P 500s. Don't try to get too sexy.
But you know that, Mike, when you grow up like we grew up, man, all we dreamed, that's my car. I dreamed of having that. When I saw Miami Vice. When I saw them wearing Versace and I saw Rolex and the Ferrari. Man, we gotta have that.
What you gotta do? What? Get you one Rolex. You don't need 4. Mate, so your boy got the Ferrari, you got the Porsche. Get what you gotta do. Hey man, I can drive your Ferrari today. Yeah, let me hold that Porsche, dog. Don't nobody know. The girls at the club ain't gonna know. So I'm just here to say, man. You gotta stay tucked in and tight, man. The most successful drug dealers I saw live like working dudes. The most successful ones I saw, the ones that managed to escape the game, like you look at out of my neighborhood, man, a guy like my man Rod. If you didn't catch Rod 4, 7 o'clock or after 7, you wouldn't catch him because he had a job.
Mm-hmm.
Never went to jail, came pinned out, ended up doing well for himself, got out the game easy. But man, he lived like a regular guy. If you manage living modestly for long enough, man, you're gonna have an abundance. So again, if you and your homeboys, if you 18, right, you ain't got a bunch, but you and 3 of your cousins, y'all go to trade school. One learn carpentry, one learn flooring, everybody learn something. Go buy y'all a quadruplex together. Live in 1 or 2 of them and rent the other 2 out. And then repeat process till you buy another and another and another. Then you can do it. Instead of saying, well, I got a car. Well, man, shit, I bought a Chevelle. My brother bought, what's the name? If I want to drive a Cutlass, I just get my brother Cutlass and drive. We have to start doing these little tricks because we talk about immigrants doing these tricks. Now, your grandparents did these tricks. My big mama and big daddy lived on land. My big daddy's sister T Sweet lived at the top of their land in a house. In the next 5 years, I'm gonna have a compound where me and all my sisters got houses on the same compound. We're not gonna sell the houses we got. Those houses are gonna go to my nieces, my nephews, somebody, they're gonna be in a trust so they can't wake up and do no stupid shit like sell them one day. But that's what you do. That's what you do. Repeat what made people in your family successful. Everybody got that one conservative ass auntie or uncle who do it the right way. So that's who we need to start emulating. I love Miami Vice, but that one Don Johnson Ferrari. He just got to drive it.
It seems to be you've been bit by the acting bug now. I saw you on my favorite show, Ozark.
Man. Oh man.
Man, and you're in this movie now with the series with Ethan Hawke. When did you get the acting bug?
I've been acting out my whole life. You know what I mean? I was acting my way out a few tickets. I acted like I wanted that woman house when she pulled that pistol on me. You know what I mean? It's just creative, man. It's just my imagination. I remember acting like Miami Vice scenes when I was a kid. Laura Linney, I met on a plane. She used to be on a show called The Big C, where she met a woman who was dying of cancer and what her last days were like. It was a very uplifting show. I met her. My wife says I do this all the time. I introduce myself to people on the plane. I learned that when I flew to Daytona when I was a kid. You sit down and you say, and it used to be in the plane, you didn't put your luggage right above you. You put your luggage across me so you could see your luggage. So I still do that. And then I introduced myself. Hey, I'm Michael. I was like, hey, Laura, I watch your show. My wife loves it and whatnot. And we just kept in contact. So she's always been an encourager of. Omar Dorsey, friend of mine, has always been an encourager of. Ethan, when I met him on Bill Maher's show, called me out to do Good Lord Bird, just a bit part. But he saw something in me that I wanted to kind of act. You figure out what else you knew, because as an artist, you're compelled to do other things. But Sterling, who wrote the show, who wrote Reservation Dogs, and just is a brilliant writer. And he and Ethan thought I might be good for this part.
Reservoir Dogs.
No, not Reservoir, Reservation Dogs.
Reservation Dogs?
Reservation Dogs was a series about kids who were growing up on Indian reservations. Reservoir Dogs was written by Tarantino, who's a favorite director of mine. Hateful Eight is one of the most amazing movies ever. But they had collaborated on an episode, and they thought I'd be perfect to play this character. And I was nervous as shit. Ethan gave me one of them pep talks like, hey man, you're made for this, buddy. He gave me one of your white friend pep talk. Hey buddy, what do you mean? You're made for this. And I tried out and I got the part, and then I got called back saying you're gonna be in a few more episodes. And the next thing you know, oh shit, I'm really acting. And acting is about using the live imagination to tell a grander truth. And I think I'm kind of made for that.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before 2 something.